Okay, well, I don't embrace the part of being a furry where I wear a fur costume and fucking bust my nut on another fur costume. At an anime convention. That ain't my style. I just appreciate the art. Hello, everyone.
Are you sure about this?
I'm positive.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
does your fursuit
Also,
tattoo
want to clarify something before it's. Oh, Connor likes to have sex with dogs.
I don't think anyone insinuated that, so the fact
Not
you're bringing
yet.
it up.
Everyone, okay, my girlfriend's like, "You're a furry? That means you want to fuck house pets." It's like, no.
God, what a gem.
What an uncultured.
We're really not cut out for this.
Oh, welcome back to That's Jack's podcast. Oh boy. All right, today.
Title out without laughing.
Yes. Today I am joined by Jake the Halo nerd.
I'm telling you, boys, the suit does not jack Master Chief off.
Okay.
Be a lot
Can we
cooler if
have
you
that
did.
debate later?
Dimit sliding into them DMs.
You know what it is.
The Grand Cuck himself, Jelly.
Why, hello, the Grand Cuck is back.
I'm your always angry Canadian, Joel Dynan. And everyone's favorite cuck, Brendan, is not here. Because he decided to bail without telling us. So he's going to get it.
So
It's,
since he ghosted, does he lose his title of Weeb Master now?
I think it's only appropriate that we treat him the same as Jelly last week. So yes, he's got to lose it.
I want to argue this.
I'll gladly take it. Thank you all. It's been wonderful.
Wait, does anyone actually want the title of the worst anime recommendations of the?
Well, you would just win from last week. Then he still won all the other weeks. We just kept the streak alive.
No, absolutely not.
Anyway, we're gonna go through all the anime we've had to watch because of the podcast, and probably roast the shit of each other and touch on if we've actually gone further and whether it's worth doing.
Oh, we going further, all right. With lots of touching.
How much touching is involved?
Wee woo.
Can I get a degree on how much touching is involved?
I mean,
Probably too much.
as much as Jelly touches the fursuits at conventions.
Like on a scale from like steak, so we're like like rare to like well done. Like where we sit.
First off, if you like your steak well done, you need to shut this podcast off, please.
No one likes.
Okay, hold on. We don't have that many listeners. We can't be segregating like the community like this.
No,
Absolutely
I'm going Hank Hill on their ass. I'm a firmly but politely ask them to leave.
I would rather kick someone out for their tastes of meat than of their like ethnicity and making jokes about that, excluding them.
Oh boy,
Jake, Johnny knows all about men's taste of meat.
That's meat.
he's a meat connoisseur.
All right. Well, anyway, let's. I'm gonna jump in with my first anime that I recommended to you guys, which is One Punch Man. Was this hated? I feel like this show is hated. I don't remember.
The humor just never landed with me. Like I get the gag and I appreciate it, but it was a gag that I was like, okay, I get, but it's not for me.
It's solid, like, all right. It's not like Time is like really cool because like you didn't see a whole lot of shows like that, and I think it's still kind of unique in that aspect. But it's unique for a reason because it's hard to keep that formula alive.
Yeah,
fair enough. I love how it's animated. By the way, can we just point out Madhouse does a fantastic job with anything
they
they
always
touch.
do a
for
A+ job.
for sure. Yeah, I'm the same with Jake. It really didn't land. I did enjoy it, but it's kind of one of those shows that after I was done with the 5, I might get around to it, but it didn't like drag me in right then and there.
Fair enough.
Sorry, Joel. I know that hurts.
It hurts a little bit, but you know what? I had your heart with initial D, so
yeah,
I can walk away from that.
I lost a lot with that vote. I lost everything with that vote. Like if I would have voted for Jake's, I would have won anyway.
You would have.
well, since we're talking about it, we might as well bring up Hellsing Ultimate.
Oh, what a gem! Did you actually finish it yet?
No, not quite yet. I haven't finished it yet. It's actually really good. Like I was really enjoying it. I'm just past where Alucard shows like his true form. So
Nice. So what I like the most about it is like it's a 10-part, but each episode's what 2 episodes almost of a regular show, so it's about a 20 episoder somewhere in there. Unlike other shows where it could take you like the whole first season before anything really starts rolling. It's like fucking episode 2. It's like, yep, it's a huge war. Vatican's involved and other unsavory characters, but it throws you right into it. And
I do appreciate that. It doesn't
holds
waste
you
any
in.
time getting to the point.
Yeah, it knows what it's about.
what about Alexander?
Oh, what a gem!
Yeah.
Fucking Protestant whores.
All of the Protestant horses.
One of my
If you enjoy any of Helsing, I would definitely recommend watching the abridged series because it's fucking hilarious.
oh yeah, the abridged is really well done.
With the abridged series.
I'd say it's essential viewing. If you
Yeah.
finished it, you got to start the abridged.
Even if you haven't finished it, watch the abridged. The abridged is fucking great.
Yeah.
I won't apologize.
I won't apologize. It did not work. It did not work. Yeah, it's a gem. I love it. I'll probably wind up watching it again for like the 3rd time.
You already watched it twice, damn.
Yeah, I watched it.
I didn't know it was that high on your list.
The first time, and then I watched it a second time. It's a nice show just to jump on and throw in the background. There's not like super intricate plot points or anything like that. Like I said, the show knows what it's about.
Fair enough. All right. Well, let's go from unnecessary blood, violence, and gore to unnecessary lewdness with Keijo.
Bruh. I don't know what else you need me to say. It's fucking ass and tit boxing.
Bruh,
All right,
I
let's
watched
move on, everybody. We clearly have nothing else to discuss.
I mean, I love the show. It was fun. I watched the whole thing. I had a good time. Before we even had the show for that week, I'd watched the whole thing.
Nice. It's a show that knows what it is, and maybe it says something about me where I enjoy that a bit more tongue-in-cheek humor for 12 episodes and One Punch Man. But it just stuck with me a bit better, I guess.
Jake, don't downplay yourself. There's a lot of mileage you can get out of breast and ass jokes.
I mean, you really can.
Sure, you can.
Kids these days.
Do you ever get the definitive list of everyone's best girl was for that show?
Mine was the blonde. I think we did in the episode.
Yeah, I can't remember.
On. I think mine was the blonde hypnotits girl. I don't remember her name.
Fucking hypnotits.
I don't remember what other people's were, but I know it was in the show somewhere.
Well, don't you worry.
Tim, it wasn't yours the one that had the gates of Ascalon?
I think it was. It was.
Yeah. He didn't get that far in, but I think it was that girl.
Where
I enjoyed
absorbed the powers.
Teacher lady, the old one.
The retired one?
Yeah.
Somehow I knew. Somehow I knew.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Jelly knows what he wants.
I just want
what he wants is a pension check.
Yeah. Whatever it takes.
A sexy gilf to come home to at night, okay?
I'm gonna vote Jelly for most likely to become a sugar baby.
I would accept this.
Yeah, he's gonna fall off like the face of the earth. Like I won't hear from him for like 3 weeks or something. He'll come back and he'll be living like, yeah, guys, I moved to like Florida, and I'm living with my girlfriend. And I'll just see a picture. It's like, is that your fucking girl? What?
My sugar mama would live in fucking Florida.
What the fuck happened? It was 3 weeks.
So here's the question, though, Jelly. Would you go for like full granny, or at least try to find like an attractive old lady that was like?
I'd shoot for the youthful granny, but I'll take any.
Hey, pension checks,
I don't
pension
care
check,
about
baby.
the health conditions or nothing. I mean, they could have.
So what
They
you're
could have
saying is you'll put your line out there and hope for the best, but you'll take what bites.
Jelly gets in there for the pension checks, and then he's gonna play the long con for like the 10, 20 years, and then get the inheritance, and that's where it's
shoot
at.
for
And
the
she'll
really old
just
ones. So we
never
gotta wait
die.
2 to 5.
Right.
She'll be like 105,
Think
No.
about it.
still kicking.
Think about it. A wealthy art collector in Florida, old dude. Well, I'll add grandpa to the list.
Oh boy, he wants that old man
And
look.
all you gotta do is slip some cyanide, and you're wealthy.
I don't know about that,
That's
bub.
the true way.
It's already suspect enough. That
Okay,
you're
now this
dating.
is just getting sus. You're gonna murder the person that was supposed to love you.
Well, if he ever does, he just admitted to it on a podcast.
Right.
So
But exactly. Now you can't. Now you can't go with a gilf.
You can't.
Now you can't because you just admitted you're gonna poison them for their money.
If they ever
The
see
moral degradation of America.
Right here. The man does not have the patience to wait out till his gilf dies. He can't provide that good dicking for the last 10 years of her life. That poor
Hey,
sweet
man.
old thing.
in Canada, if I want to do that, I would just lock the door in winter. There you go.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
At least the way I was gonna send them out would have been like quick and easy. Joel wants to torture them.
I mean, I am a
Are we
savage.
surprised?
Well, I mean, I've heard freezing to death is supposedly peaceful. You just get cold and sleepy.
Good to know. Thanks.
Who the
thanks for
hell
the
are
info,
you
Jake.
getting death facts while freezing from? You know a guy like I died once.
That's
you know
irrelevant,
Jesus?
Austin. That's this is a conversation for another day.
Oh boy.
Oh,
What about your Icelandic fisher guy who?
I have my sources.
Big if true. Big if true.
Okay.
All right. It's
Well, speaking
Enough.
about sexual tension, let's talk about Oren High School Host Club.
Wait, we still have yours to go through, right?
I'm just jumping around.
We jump
just
in
like
everywhere.
our normal schedule. There's
Alright.
no rhyme or reason to it.
Back to our regular scheduled programming, penguins are now rolling down the street.
Exactly. So Oren High School Host Club, the show that just wants to bait the shit out of you with traps.
Yes.
They're not
Traps,
they're
femboys,
men.
and everyone wants to fuck Haruhi.
Boy, oh boy.
I'm surprised you remember his name. Honestly,
I'm
I ended up
horrible with
watching the whole
names,
show, so I'm kind of disappointed in myself.
Wait, what? I thought you didn't like the show.
I hated it.
Why did you
I was
watch the
really
whole
bored
thing
at
then?
work. I was really bored at work, and I needed to throw on something that I couldn't pay attention to.
Did you?
I'm
at least
starting
see
to
the
think-
characters progress later. I mean, did you at least like appreciate that part where they actually got some good character development and their backstories were revealed?
No. I still hated the show. I don't know why I watched it. I was really bored at work, and I actually had to focus on work. So
I mean, I watched the whole show, and I still think the twins are assholes that need to get over themselves.
Oh, for sure, they're dicks.
So
How dare
if
you
I've learned
mistake me for my
anything-
brother that looks exactly like me?
If I've learned anything on this entire last 2 minutes, it's that our entire rating scale is dog shit. It all needs to be thrown out. Everything we've accomplished over the last couple of months, dog shit. The
I mean,
whole thing needs scrap.
it's a dog shit anime, Austin. But do you know how many dog shit anime I've watched over good suggestions from you guys?
A lot.
Like, let's be real. I just like trash sometimes, and I'm okay with it.
Listen, man, I like going to get some nice Japanese steakhouse food when I can. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to go to Mickey D's and get me some McChickens at 2 a.m. Because I am, and probably will tonight.
Perfect analogy.
It's quite the haul.
Probably not tonight, but it happens, and it will continue to happen.
Jake, I'll join you on a 3 a.m. Trip to McDonald's, and we'll talk about Nazis.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You had me
boy.
at 3 a.m.
Now you have erections.
Yeah, that's what really brought you in, was it? The 3 a.m.
Had my. What's the line from Django? First, you have my curiosity. Now
you have my attention.
God.
I should have been like that one line that's being memed right now from it, where it just zooms in on Leo's face. It's like, you will?
And his wine glass thing. That wine glass meme was so fucking great.
Thank you, Internet. You provided so much.
Also, thank you, Leo and Django Unchained, for being an unending source of memes.
How about thank you, Leo, overall for your fucking great career. You're a great actor. Love you.
Wow.
That was violent.
Enthusiastic.
Remind me
love Leo
never to let you get closer than like 50 feet to Leo, because you would 100% murder him. I have. In good conscience,
Is he a
you would
grandpa?
kill him.
Is he a grandpa?
Huh? No.
Are you gonna
And I'm
fuck
not-
Leo?
I don't know.
I don't really care then.
I think he's trying to make Leo sugar.
His sugar grandma? His sugar grandpa?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think
The
he has
whole
kids
motive
yet.
just got twisted.
The correct term for that is sugar pappy.
Oh God.
We're moving on. We're moving on. Somehow we've circled
And
back to sugar grandma
and
in the
we're
middle of our high
walking.
school host club conversation.
God.
I mean,
Enough.
I'm just gonna move past host club because that brought up some bad things. Anyway, Vinland Saga.
Oh, Vinland Saga is so fucking good.
I need to finish this one. It is.
I
really good.
actually finished it. I had to. It was one of the only shows out of the entire thing I went through like right then and there, and like
Dude.
the next day, boom, through the whole damn thing.
This is why me and Brendan told you to watch it. This show's so good, and it's getting a season 2 confirmed.
Awesome.
The action's amazing. The characters are great. I mean, it's a cool setting, time period. It's got
a little
everything.
overplayed at this point, though.
Fuck
It's a
you, Jake.
popular
Too many
show.
Vikings, though, mate. Too many Vikings.
Oh my God.
Jake, if there was like a percentage of Viking media compared to probably any other category,
Vikings
it's
has
probably
a
tiny.
surprisingly large portion.
We've touched on this subject like 4 times.
And I will not stop bringing it up.
Listen, if we want to go over a subject we've talked about multiple times, Jelly, why do you have a problem with talking animals?
Animals are subservient to humans, so they can talk to how they
it confuses his furriness. When there's animals, it's fine, but when they start to talk, he's like, "Wait a minute, this changes the game."
God, maybe he does want to fuck house dogs.
Only if they're talking house dogs. Then they can consent.
No, howls consent.
Jesus Christ.
Just shut up. Just shut up.
Jelly likes to dig himself a bigger hole than is possible.
My life is a downward fucking spiral, Joel.
I feel like Jelly's the kind of guy that, I don't know, he's like, we need to bury everyone else, and he just digs a hole and it's his own grave. And they just shoot him and throw him in it. Like, he does all the work and you just got to tip him over a little bit into it.
Yep.
Can we give him a Viking funeral?
We love you, Jelly.
No,
Can
you
we
don't
give him
want
a Viking funeral?
I'd give Jelly a Viking funeral.
I think there's too much Viking media. How's a Viking funeral?
I could just see it now.
Listen, just because there's too much Viking media doesn't mean I can't appreciate a Viking funeral. Just like I can't appreciate Vinland Saga because it is a good anime.
It's a fantastic anime.
It is.
Thorfinn doesn't even get development in the first part of the show, and it's still good. And then he turns into one of the most developed characters in all of fucking anime and manga.
I'm still at the point where he seems like he's just
so
edgy
dumb.
Nightwing.
I'm at the part where he and the princess had just started.
Where season end once is where his character development and arc starts, really. You're basically getting his backstory before a backstory. Like, instead of getting a flashback, you're just getting it now.
Fair.
And that works. It really does. It's a good show.
Yeah, because you have Asuka Chad, who just carries the show.
Because he's a fucking Chad.
Yep.
He's pretty legit.
Alright, what show you guys want to do next?
A show to work on these transitions. God damn.
We have no skill. Like I said, we are not cut out for this in the slightest.
Hey, we made it on the Apple Podcast. That
Yeah,
counts
we're
for
now
something.
on Apple Podcasts.
We made it, boys.
We infiltrated California. And just like that,
Only
I took
for
us right out.
Yeah, it'll only be so long, and then we'll be gone. Oh boy, Jesus.
Well, if
We
we want to
made this
go with
far.
stuff that I am has controversial hot takes on, Star Blazers is just mediocre Star Trek.
Fuck you.
Jesus, he's done
This
it.
gun, it did belong to my brother. Who was this pilot that was not a part of the pilot squad? Maybe it's the one other person on the ship that knows how to be a pilot. It was.
Hey Jake, it's space. The likelihood of him running into his fucking brother in like that hour.
It's in the battlefield that just happened. They're
The
flying
battlefield
through
happened.
that fucking airspace.
That battle happened like 8 episodes ago.
Do you not have memory?
No,
I do have memory, but it did not make any point telling us it was on that planet's solar system.
Yes,
or whatever.
it did. Fuck you.
It did not. It did not.
Yes, it did. Yes,
And then
it
the
did.
whole time, I'm like, I bet this ship's gonna be his brother's ship.
I'm
Oh
still
no!
gonna side with
And then it
Brendan that
was.
Jake
And
didn't
then I'm like,
watch
oh
the
man,
show.
I bet it's gonna be his brother's gun specifically he found to save his ass, and it was.
Hey Jake, I'm still convinced you did not watch this show.
I did watch the show. It was just painfully mediocre. All I had going for it was the design of Spaceship Yamato.
And the music was epic.
Dude, the intro is so fucking good.
Well,
Also, didn't the captain look like a Dr. Light knockoff, or am I misremembering that?
He kind of did.
Okay, thank you, Jelly.
Yeah, I never made that connection, but I guess he looks similar, yeah.
I knew he looked like something.
But to be fair, though, the original Star Blazers did come out before Mega Man, so roundabout
gets a
way, Dr.
pass.
Light's probably a knockoff of this captain.
I think you need to. I feel like you need to apologize for that statement now.
I just did.
It wasn't really an apology. You just explained how you were wrong.
I'm sorry, Captain from Spaceship Yamato. I forgot that you were probably the original chubby man with white beard.
Yeah, man.
No,
Don't
the
you ever
original
fucking
man
forget
with
that.
white beard is old Saint Nick. So everyone is just a copy of him. If you think about it.
I still don't understand you think it's a Star Trek knockoff. I see differences, but whatever.
Because it's in space, I guess that's the only thing
No,
required.
because Star Trek is all about them going from having different adventures on different planets as they just go through space. The only difference between that and what they're doing in Yamato is they have a set point where they're trying to get to.
You know what?
But every episode
For a
is
set
this
reason. So that sounds like difference to me.
Nah,
There's two differences. They're kind of major.
the minor details, babies, details.
Why do you have a hate boner for this show?
I just really did not enjoy it. I wanted to. I always thought like the cover art looked cool, but I just did not care for it.
As soon as Jake found out that the Yamato single-handedly couldn't handle the show for him, he just kind of threw it away. I'm done playing with you.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yeah. God.
The Yamato
damn
is
it.
cool looking. I'll give it that.
You know, like, the show kind of reminds me of it's like the TV show version of Faster Than Light, because it's just a ship trying to get across space with important stuff.
Yeah, kind of. I can see it. See the connections.
I thought the show was very, very good. I watched all of it. Both seasons.
I'm intending.
The second season is bad. The first season is great.
Is it just because they already exploited their whole interest point? So they're
yes, no, and yes. It gets complicated,
Yes,
and they kind of disingenuate some of the stuff in the first episode, or in the first season compared to the second season, and the second season plot doesn't really make a whole lot of sense at times.
So, would you say that it destroys everything it's built on?
I wouldn't say it destroys, but it doesn't build on what it was built upon. It just kind of flies off on random direction, random waypoints and directions and narratives randomly, and then comes back to like the main story.
So is it
So-
worse than Tokyo Ghoul anime adaptation?
That's
what we're
exactly
getting
what I
at.
was gonna go.
So
Are a worse solo season? And the answer is yes. It still reigns supreme for ruining a series.
Jesus. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Anyone interested in getting into Tokyo Ghoul, stick with the manga for the love of God.
If you really want to be edgy, you can watch the first 2 seasons, but after that,
Go to the manga. The
game
manga
over.
is infinitely better.
God, what a fucking travesty!
Well,
I'm
if
still
we're gonna
pissed
talk,
off.
if we're gonna talk about some edgelord stuff, why don't
Chargeman Ken, what a great show. I mean, just
Okay,
how
all right.
Not
You
an
talking about
anime.
Chargeman Ken? Okay, you want to get shit on?
Jelly,
Okay.
jelly.
beautiful, absolutely stunning, amazing
I
quality.
still do not feel
I love
comfortable.
5 minutes, the perfect length for a show. You don't have to
Jesus Christ, the fuck's he like taking a walk outside? He's gonna rant this boy?
He's walking
Yeah,
away
Jesus
from the
Christ,
mic.
Jelly. I think you just keep getting quieter the longer you talk.
I
You
feel like
sound like a favor.
I just envision Jelly just pacing his room as the headset's sitting on the fucking.
He just pays it. What about Chargeman Ken, huh? Say something.
Jelly, you sold yourself to being a bit for the entire season by suggesting that. I don't think you quite understood what you were getting yourself into, but that exact moment ruined your chances of ever succeeding in this.
Everyone, welcome Jelly, the guy who lost 5 worst animes in a row, and two other people tried to recommend animes that no one else
Okay.
would like.
Ghost Story should not have gotten voted for worst anime. That shit was hilarious, but we'll get to that later.
I'll put it this way, Jelly, if you would have been at the last one, you wouldn't have that award. You would have been 4 out of 5.
No, I'm glad.
Yeah, but that's skipping. Like I said, don't listen to the last episode. It wasn't too good.
Like I said, high praise but low marks.
Yeah, everything was pretty good on it, honestly. It pretty well stood on its own. I'm gonna have to give it a 1.
That's it. That's the show.
Yep. It's
Hey,
the
guys,
best way to describe the show.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, Chargeman Ken was like the worst. I don't know. Even remember how long it was because they were weird timed episodes.
It was like
Was
5
the
minutes.
worst. Yeah, it was like the worst period in my life. Like I'm pretty sure I have repressed memories.
It was like the same
Chargeman
thing
Ken.
every episode. Chargeman and like his sister or girl buddy or whatever. And the little weird thing would like be doing normal shit, and then Evil Dude's like, ha ha, let's fuck shit up. And then Chargeman Ken will be like, oh man, I'm Ken. And then he defeats him, and bad guy's like, oh no. And everyone's like, thank you, Ken. And then that's the show.
Talk about the fact that Chargeman Ken is the most powerful being in all of animation.
No.
He has every superpower, but he does not need to explain it. He can do everything.
Are you saying he's the
Okay.
Superman of anime?
He's
I was
better
gonna say
than
Superman has entered the chat.
Listen, all I'm
We're
saying
not-
is I don't
we
feel
are not-
comfortable shitting on this show because it's obviously a low budget show made for children.
Jelly, stop walking away from your microphone, goddammit.
The
Speak into
intended
it.
audience is like for like 1960s 5-year-olds. I can't shit on that. They'd be like taking Barney to task for not having a coherent plot line.
I think he's gone, lads. I think he's gone.
Has he been
That's it.
slowly just been kidnapped this
We've
whole time?
lost him. God. Well, what a show. Not really, but I don't even know what else to say, honestly.
It was by far the worst thing we had watched out of everything that was recommended. Chargeman Ken was the first thing I watched and the worst thing I watched.
And
Like I said,
unfortunately, it never got to so bad it's good territory.
abuse my girlfriend. I'm back though.
Did you just
Oh,
say you
you
had to
said-
mute your girlfriend?
I had to domestically abuse.
Oh, jeez.
And here it
Now
was,
it's
thinking about changing your name in the group chat.
Yeah. I think Pizza's Misses is a good tag.
But yeah,
The
Chargeman
moral
Ken, total pile of shit.
degradation.
I knew it was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be really, really terrible. I'm like, yes. Let's start with this. Just
Okay.
set the standard.
Okay, if you're gonna do a shit anime, you do it so shit that it's funny, like I did later on.
And I did too. I recommend Ghost Stories. Everyone seemed to like that.
All right. Well, I recommended Assassin's Pride later on, which I know Jake enjoyed.
I did
I don't know
enjoy.
if anyone else enjoyed it, but that was so shit. It was good.
Don't make me break out the anime girl voice. I'll do it.
Do it.
You won't.
No, not now. There's too much to lose.
You won't.
Save it for later, Professor.
My God,
I want it now, not later.
you fucking.
How about I just spend the entire podcast talking like this? with Professor?
Can't understand a fucking word you say.
Yeah,
Listen, I only got
he's
office
locked in his
hours
room
for 30
again.
more minutes, so you better hurry up and do what you're
My
doing.
microphone fucking work. There we go.
You gotta speak up when you're talking to me.
You
Use your
understand,
big
little
girl
missy?
voice.
Professor, I'm hard of hearing. Gotta speak
Alright,
up,
go ahead.
Professor.
Go ahead and leave the door open because you're definitely gonna get me in trouble for some shit.
This podcast got me acting up.
God damn it. On to the next one.
Austin, am I making you uncomfortable?
Pick it.
You don't like it?
You don't like the little girl, Austin? Is that what you're telling me?
You want to teach me to fight, Professor?
You are 100%.
We've gone
the
too
reason
young.
Professor-
We've gone too far.
Yeah. Big surprise. Big surprise. God damn it.
I don't see a
Lordy.
problem. Assassin's Pride was great.
The
Are we
animation
moving on to
was
Assassin's Pride? I enjoyed it in all of its trashiness.
Yep. It's literally made to just make fun of anime tropes. Like and it knows that it's being stupid. It just knows it.
It knows what it is.
I've watched the whole thing. Jake, have you watched the whole thing yet? No,
Not
obviously
yet.
you want to watch the whole thing.
Not yet, but it's definitely going to be finished up soon, I imagine.
Nice.
I don't know. I know how you watch shows.
It's
a good
either
point.
nothing or binge, and it's probably going to be binged.
Okay. We'll
Mhm.
hold you to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
On
come back
season
and ask for an
return,
update on
I'm
this.
planning to finish up a few animes on the list here, and that would be one of
Oh,
them.
really? All right.
In the off season.
Because I know I need to go back and still watch those Keijo OVAs and let you know, Joel, how they are.
Solid. Thank you. You're doing God's work. All right. Well, talking about binge watching, why don't we talk about Future Diaries? Because I fucking binge watched the show until like 4 a.m.
Honestly, that is the only way you can finish up that anime, and it makes me so happy that you did.
I literally finished the podcast and then put it up line and then binge watched the rest of the show until it was 12. Realized I couldn't put the show down where it was. Finished the show at 4 a.m.
So I was right when I said, like, once you get past like episode 18, you have to finish.
I don't think I was even at 18 yet when I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to finish the rest of this.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, I was just like, I can't go to sleep on this plot point, and then the plot point didn't end until I was like, well, I'm here. I might as well stay up and finish it because there's only like, I think it was like 6 episodes or something left.
Jelly, what's your
So-
excuse?
the general excuse that I usually use. The good old depression. Just too depressed to finish an anime. I can't even finish an anime.
Too depressed to finish an anime. That might be the worst and saddest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Quite possibly.
No, I don't know why I fell off the show originally because I watched this. Jake recommended this to me like 4 years ago, and I liked it, but I just kind of started getting. I
And you
didn't
were
get to the
binging
point
it
where
too.
it's
Like you got through like all 18 episodes out of 26 in like one day, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm good." And I was like, "What?"
Wait, you got all the way to 18 and you were like, yeah, I can walk away from
I got
this
to the
and
part
never
where
have
they're at the
questions.
hotel and he's with the girl at the hotel or something.
Yeah.
I don't really
You
remember.
got that far and you're just like, I'm good.
Yeah, he's like
know.
he's literally
I
right
forgot
before the
now.
finale kicks into gear.
I don't want to play with you anymore. Throws the show away. God damn it. I actually enjoyed it a lot, but Obviously, Jake didn't quite like this assessment, but the first 5 episodes did not really grab me as much. It
No, it's
started.
definitely a bit of a slow starter.
Oh
It-
boy,
yeah.
you could have said that last time. I got robbed because of that statement.
Yeah, it's definitely a slow starter, and like you need to give people an explanation of what they're walking into because the description of the anime does a terrible job telling
Yeah, I
you.
didn't realize how shitty the streaming services were describing the show.
Like I said, some poor fucking intern. It's like he doesn't even know what anime is. Like, here, make a description of it. And he's like,
I think the
Man,
problem
types it into the fucking Google.
I think the problem that some shows have with doing their summaries is that they don't want to spoil like the really cool plot point that the show gets into, like in episode 2 or 3. So they really try to lowball the explanation of what you're getting into in the first episode. It doesn't really good job.
Man, I'm still hung up on the point that Jelly gets to the point where Yuki is getting abused, and he stopped watching the show because I imagine that's Jelly's fantasy because that's what he does in this podcast 24/7. He
Love
just
the
plays
abuse.
the abused.
So it's just like, that's all there is. He got the happy end.
Yeah, maybe that's why he stopped.
I don't know. I don't even remember what happens at that point. I told Jake that as soon as I finish that show, he'll watch one of the other shows I recommended. So it is on the list to do, and I'll probably.
He's
Yes.
probably already watched those other shows just because he's found them.
Not yet.
Overall,
I'm only going to finish Durarara's first season if he finishes Future Diary.
Yeah.
Fair, I guess. I'm disappointed by that.
Anyway, this is definitely, I think, hands down my favorite anime of all time.
Not surprised.
It's a
It was
good go.
surprisingly good. I enjoyed. The ending gets real sloppy and weird, but I guess endings on anime are hard, so.
Yeah, I don't know why anime doesn't know how to end.
They all are.
Code Geass has entered the chat. That knows how to end.
It does.
And then it reboots itself like a pile of shit years later. But I ain't
Because
gonna
we
talk
just
about the
can't
movie.
let it die.
Hey
That's
man, they're even remaking Bleach. They just can't let
Don't
anything
you
die.
fucking worry. They ever announce like, hey, we're gonna make another Cowboy Bebop, I will firebomb that studio the next day.
Whoa. Let's not talk about how Netflix is making that live action adaptation.
Hey, that's a totally different thing.
Yeah, it's not canon. You know. There you go.
It has the possibility of being good. It's got the possibility of being complete shit, and it's probably gonna fall somewhere in between.
Okay, what if a studio announces they're going to make a spin-off anime that's only like 10 episodes long at best, and it's just following the adventures of Ein?
Yeah, you know what? I'd probably buy that.
Yeah.
Like none of the
you
original, like
would.
at best, they might have a cameo from the original cast, but otherwise it's just Ein
I'd
getting
be
into
down.
trouble.
How did Ein become the chip dog?
Yep. I'd fuck with that.
I would. Fuck. Jesus Christ. We just
We just
got this idea out on the airwaves. They're gonna steal it.
Oh, this is my idea. If anyone wants it, you're going to have to contact Jake Varnes in middle of nowhere, Illinois. So give me the money,
Perfect.
Japan. If I
Jake,
see
you
you
didn't
make an Ein spinoff without my acknowledgement, I'm going to be fucking
If you
pissed.
say your locations, I'm not bleeping it again.
I said middle of nowhere, Illinois. Don't worry, Jelly. You and your
I just
furries
heard
are
Jelly
safe.
pipe up, and I got scared.
Hey, I got doxxed. I didn't reveal my own location. I got doxxed, okay? By the
When did you
man
get
who made the
doxxed?
rule about doxing.
I didn't want the counter docs to happen. Okay,
When did you get doxxed?
Brendan.
Brendan doxed you?
Yes.
Why?
On the podcast. He gave away my location, remember?
Well, that's not doxing.
It is, though, to some degree. If this is like a podcast viewed by millions of people, then any sort of like hint of a location is like counted as a dox, I thought.
Anyway, we've only talked about one of Austin's animes, so
Alright, you guys hate me. It's whatever.
Let's talk about Gungrave and the autist that is
Brandon Heat. I love this autist.
Motherfucker says more words. I don't even know. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to spoil anything, but
I'll spoil. The motherfucker says more words when he's dead than he's alive.
yeah, I know. That's where I was gonna go. Oh, it's fantastic.
Another
Honestly, if
anime
you're
I
just
completely
into the mob,
binged after a podcast, but with Austin this time.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing again. I loved it. If you just want to binge that fucking mafia shit, you watch to like episode 14, and that's it. And then if you want to watch the whole dealio, you just go with the rest of it.
It takes a left turn.
Takes
after that.
multiple left turns, and eventually comes all the way back to the very first episode.
Yeah,
Which-
but in a
which you
weird,
can skip
fucked
later
up,
on.
weird. Yeah, you know what? It's too hard. to get
Joe, I
into
don't
it
even know how
'cause
you say
the plot
this
doesn't
show is weird when half of the shit you watch is weirder than.
Okay, the reason it's weird to me is because the first 14 episodes are what they are. It's a gangster mafia building like crime syndicate kind of show,
Which
and then it
I am
goes,
sold on.
"Fuck no, we're not about that."
Dude, as much as I love it, if they made just another like mafioso type anime, I'd be all fucking over it because it's
Oh, yeah.
done so well in this.
It's done fantastic. I would have been fine after those 14 episodes if it just jumped without Brandon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To not give away that plot point, like if it just followed the rest of the cast.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is definitely on my list to finish before next season starts because I enjoyed the mafioso stuff and I am intrigued enough with the zombie shit to give it a rest of a watch, see what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I'd say out of Austin's picks, the one that I was more intrigued to actually finish would be Psychopaths because I enjoyed the episodes I saw of that.
So, I watched the first 2 seasons. This was before the new one, I think, just came out sometime in the last year or something like that. But I watched the first 2 seasons. I really enjoyed the first one. The first one is like mint. The second season I still enjoyed, but it does not have the pull that the first season got. It just kind of falls a little bit. Still a good watch, but
That'll happen though.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was a really interesting premise. You're talking about Psychopaths, right?
fucking Minority Report, yeah. Fucking Minority Report, baby.
Anime edition.
It's a really interesting premise, and I actually like it. I can't think of any show that has something similar in terms of like what that follows. I mean, I think later on there's probably similar plot points, but I mean, like the introduction of how all of society works at the start of the show is really cool.
Yeah.
So there is a really interesting concept that gets brought in at the kind of middle to end of the first season, I believe, that really explains a lot of like the character choices and everything. But it's good. Worth a watch.
Fair enough. I might have to continue watching this. I think I will. I think I skipped or looked up a couple things on YouTube just because I was interested in what happened to certain characters.
Yep.
So I think I got a couple spoilers. But I'll probably eventually watch this. It's on the list, but I don't think
What
it's
happens in
priority.
the first scene of the show where that guy's they're on the stairway or whatever? Is that like something that happens at the end of the first season or what?
Don't say anything. I think that's spoilers.
Okay, but
Yeah.
don't say what it happens. Just tell me if that happens at the end or something. Okay,
I can't tell you.
and now I'm
You'll
gonna
just have to watch it and find out.
Anyway,
Yeah, just
I will
go
finish
fuck
the first
yourself.
season of this as well before season 2.
That's it. Watch party.
Watch
Hmm?
party.
Got a couple of shows. Watch party time.
Fair enough.
Can we
Here's,
add gangsta to that if we're gonna keep rolling with the crime?
I mean, we're just gonna roll with Austin's animes. Let's go. Gangster is fan-fucking-tastic. Another show I binge watched immediately after the podcast.
It's so fucking good.
It's so good. It's a shame that the author's having a bunch of illness issues and she can't put out as much as she would want to.
Yeah, after the studio closed and everything, I was curious to see if they would continue writing it and then to get picked up by something else.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure who technically owns the rights to.
So here's the answer to that, Austin. No, it's not gonna get picked up to anything else. The reason the plot is fucking wild and doesn't make a lot of sense.
I mean, I'd still watch it.
I would too.
Based on
I
what I've seen
fucking
so
love to.
far, I would watch it as well. Like this is one of my favorite ones I watched this season.
It's such a cuck ending. It's
Oh
such
yeah, it ends
cuck
on the
ending.
biggest, not even a
Oh,
cliffhanger, just a straight up cuck ending.
yeah. It. That's
Calling it
the
being a
worst
cliffhanger
part.
would be like a compliment to how this show ends.
Yeah, it'll leave you just like I don't even know if I want to watch the show again because I'll never know. Well,
Yeah.
for the actual show. But yeah,
Mhm.
That's a shame.
is that a fucking samurai sword? Yes. Yes, it fucking
Motherfucking
is.
yes, it is.
Is that a fucking samurai sword? Then this goes to
I really
fucking
wish
work.
it's so damn good.
Well, if we're gonna talk about a great dubs, do you want to move on to Ghost Stories, the dub?
Yeah,
Yes.
boy.
This is probably hands down the funniest show we had this season.
Oh, dude,
It's gotta be.
yeah,
I'll
it's.
second that.
I don't know if it's the funniest, but it's up there. I think the first episode for me was painful, but then it was really funny for the next 4.
Mhm. I just love the ridiculous persona they gave in the dub to all these characters.
I love Jesus Lady.
Jesus Lady is best lady.
She might be
Praise
the
the
best
Lord.
anime character ever made. Truly.
I mean, not surprised. and I will say, I said it in that episode. I will say it again. Ghost Stories dub is how Jelly's brain works. The writing in that show and the shit that comes out of their mouth is how Jelly's brain works.
You
So it
just need
does
to speak more often then because this is some hilarious shit, my dude.
But if I speak more often, then that taints the overall quality. Because if I spit out some half-assed jokes, then the overall quality of my humor descends. You see.
Got the big think going on there. I
Are
see.
you telling me this doesn't
Yeah.
already happen?
Oh, it does. I'm trying to mitigate the level
The
the
damage.
the downward spiral is gonna happen for me regardless of anything. So I just have to control the downward spiral till I mean, I've already hit near bottom with Gilf and furry jokes.
Hey Jelly, why is every show you recommended involve young children?
Because I watched anime as a young child. Not a
I-
super young child, but
FBI, open up!
bastard.
I'm not gonna lie, that got me this time. I thought someone was someone at the
Take
door.
me out.
I was like, "What the fuck out?" Jelly, run!
That was a hook, line, and sinker right there.
Target eliminated.
But no, the way it's written, the way they have the characters bounce off each other, I can't even sum it up. It just works so well.
Dude, I think Ghost Stories might be one of the best shows to have a drinking game to.
Yes.
Honestly.
Right.
Group watch.
Okay, I'm writing on the list.
Drunk
It's
watch.
going on the
watch.
list. It's going
God.
it's going on the list.
What's gonna be the rule? We're
just-
like take a shot every time we laugh.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Jake. Control yourself, you alcoholic.
Jake already drinks like this. It really doesn't matter.
Hey, I've learned
Don't
when
be
to cut
done.
myself off and then move to beer.
Jake,
Jake's
you'll
trying to
never
not make it through the first
that
episode.
Yeah, I'll make
Jake's
it through
trying
the
to make
first
this a
episode.
20-minute live stream for him.
Jake will be like, "Yeah, let's do the rampage for the pregame." Like, no, absolutely not.
What if we just did Rampage, but we cut it in half?
That
So it's like-
might be.
That's only 4 shots. 4-shot pregame over the course of 20 minutes, and then we just sip beers the rest of the night.
Most people would say that makes you an alcoholic, and they'd be completely right.
Yeah.
I would debate that because that's only something I do every couple weeks, not every night. Now, is it because I can't afford it? Maybe, but I'm still not doing it every night.
God damn it.
No, I think what you do every night is beat it to she-wolf waifus like what's in Spice and Wolf.
She is top 3 waifu material for sure.
Your hand there. I was like, oh. I unmuted my microphone. Sorry, I'm getting a hand job.
What in the hell is going on? I feel like Jelly's just like fucking cleaning his house, cooking while he does the pod. Like, the fuck are you?
How about that, Houdini move?
Damn, Joel's over here worrying about me spanking at the fucking hole of the wise wolf. Jelly's just getting a handy live on the podcast.
Oh my god!
Sorry, I was being tickled.
Oh no, you can't
You know
back
what,
this
Jelly?
up.
Don't even say
Tickled
anything
where
else.
is the question, but I don't want the answer to that.
She
Shut
definitely
your no, I don't want to hear it.
Probably the booty hole.
in the kitchen.
You can't save yourself now. It's too okay. You know what?
Back on
It's-
track to Spice and Wolf.
Spice and Wolf is a show that teaches you kind of about economics, kind of.
Con 101.
You get Economics 101 delivered with a wolf waifu. I can't really complain.
The show is learning, and that's why I didn't like it.
God damn it,
You know
Jelly!
what?
Educate yourself.
Jelly out here trying to go back to school, being like, I don't want to learn.
Now give me that handy.
But doesn't mean I have to enjoy it.
Oh boy.
This is an anime I was not expecting the first time I watched it to like, because it's just literally waifu and merchant going around and you're learning how to be a merchant, and then some merchant drama happens.
I was
But it's
expecting
surprisingly
this to be a lot
good.
more weeaboo bait.
They get the
I thought this
weeaboo
would be
bait
a lot
out of the
more
way
weeaboo.
first episode, but after that, she's mostly closed.
She's mostly.
She's mostly always closed.
Well, thank you for that info.
Okay,
And-
now
and
I'm gonna have to.
My interest in the show decided to start to descend at that point.
Yeah, Jelly's like, I thought this was about furries. And then she has clothes
I'll
on
tell you
now.
what, I know for a fact that the show is not about like sexualizing her or anything like that, because everything I'd like seen about the show has like shown her in a pretty modest light, and as her as a smart character. I'm like, ooh, okay.
So
Oh, no,
tell
for
me you didn't venture to the Rule 34?
I'm not gonna say I didn't.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know what?
I plead the
Go on.
I plead the fifth.
Okay. All right.
He's
I don't
learning.
want to see
He's
Jelly
learning,
straight
ladies and gentlemen. Remember, Jelly, when someone confronts you, you say plead the fifth and or lawyer, and that's it.
Yeah, lawyer. Lawyer, I need you.
God damn it.
Yeah, it is.
Also,
I do appreciate where instead of sexualizing Holo, they actually treat her like a normal character.
God,
Yeah.
I didn't know fucking clothes were such a moral high ground stance to be on.
Well, I mean, with anime, the bar is usually on the fucking ground.
don't tell me that other shows wouldn't have like gone further with like sexualizing her. I don't know. Other shows.
It's a different tone than what's usually done, and I appreciated it.
I like the ideas.
It's coming from the man that.
The merchant and currency talk just kind of just did not really interest me a whole lot.
See, that interested me. I've got really into that for some reason.
I
See,
know about you guys, but I don't know. Just wasn't for me.
unlike Austin and me, you guys haven't had to sit through economics 101 classes. So all I'm gonna say is it does a really good job teaching you while being entertaining.
Here, I'll teach you economics.
I already know it. I watched
Buy
Spice
low.
and Wolf.
You buy low, you sell high. Congratulations, there's your degree.
I learned that in Spice and Wolf. Damn it! I'm not paying you shit.
Jake is gonna be in
Welcome to the college system. That'll be $8,000 tuition, please.
Why is this a meeting? This could have been an email.
Every goddamn class. Hell, we having a Zoom call about this. It's in the notes.
Because they can't read, Austin. You don't need to be able to read to get a college degree. You know this.
Could you imagine how technologically advanced we'll be after this is all over? Fuckers know how to actually Zoom call now.
The boomers
The
have too
end
much
of the world
power.
is right here. They're so close to just tipping over the edge. The boomers are learning.
That really is the end of the world. Boomers are learning. Jelly's learning. Anime has a chick in it that's not overly sexualized.
Well,
If anime could teach me like math, like if they just make an anime show for each curriculum of college, that'd be fucking awesome.
that would be
Welcome to
fantastic.
Jelly's Anime Academy.
Well, first off, you're
I
going to
don't
hire an Indian guy.
There you go. That's where you're wrong, though.
Jake's
Indians are awful at school.
But
I
no,
make
they're
this
great at
call.
YouTube tutorial videos.
Jake he decides to take Spice and Wolf currency 101. And then he's there for a few years and he goes to an accounting firm. He whips down his resume on the table and it's like, oh, well, so where'd you go to school at? Oh, I learned it from Spice and Wolf.
This was one of the longest bits.
Well, I tried to get it out there a long time ago and now it feels stale as hell, so.
Yeah, well,
I've gave up bits already this episode. So.
we stopped talking about sexuality, so let's talk about B-stars and go back to it.
Boy,
You can't talk about B-stars without bringing up sexuality because that's what the whole show's about.
That second episode caught me way out of line.
So did it with me, man.
Bunny's just like, so we doing this or not?
I'm like, what in the fuck am I about to witness?
I guess I'm tainted because I kind of somewhat expected it.
Well, you wanted it, Jelly. That's the difference.
No, I somewhat expected it.
Don't lie, Joe. We know that you're in the Omega community.
I'm not into the Omega community.
You know all about nodding, don't you?
Wait, what is that?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Further degeneracy has entered the chat.
Jake, define.
What was it called again?
Nodding.
Jake.
It is what a dog/wolf's penis does when it is inside of a vagina.
It couples, and then they get stuck together, and then they like do the whole whatever the fucking they like bite each other and shit. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
Oh, God, okay, I'm not surprised Jelly knows this. Jake, why do you know this?
I've been on the internet too long, and I've heard about Omegaverse shit.
Let me guess, Jake. Let me guess. Lindsay Ellis's YouTube video.
I knew about it before her video.
Okay, I think I heard. That's where I mostly heard about this shit.
I feel like we went into like a piece of the dark web that like leaked out.
Yeah,
into the
It really is though. Oh, you know what? The first place I heard about it was the fucking Funhouse podcast, I think. They were talking about an Omegaverse forum that had like years of like storylines that these people made up together.
Omegaverse explained. Oh lordy!
Don't do it! Don't do it!
Okay, Jelly, that's a potential piece of content you're making in the future, buddy.
Okay, back to B-Stars. I like the characters. I like the art style. I thought the concepts are cool. It was very well animated. It's new. What else is there to say?
It was
3D animation
funny
was
to get it on.
Yes, and I was uncomfortable the entire time watching it, to be honest. I enjoyed it, but I was uncomfortable.
To be fair, I watched the whole goddamn show because I kept getting interested in little side plot points that I wanted to fucking answer for, and I never got the answers to like any of them. So
where's the deer, bro? I want my deer, bro.
The deer's coming back in next season. I think he's gonna come back strong as like one of the main focuses.
I thought the deer was dead.
Nah, he killed the dude and then he just disappeared. He's gone all Red Hood.
Alright, I'm out.
Yeah.
The 3D animation, surprisingly well done as well. I think this is the best 3D animation I've seen in an anime.
It's up there, definitely.
It's pretty good.
It's not the best use of CG, but it's the best 3D animation.
Is there ever a good use of CG?
Demon Slayer has some good uses of CG.
Agreed. That shit
are you going to argue that?
No.
Demon Slayer's fan-fucking-tastic, too.
I'm over it.
I am excited
You
for the
don't-
movie coming out to do the train
You
arc.
don't like Demon Slayer?
I
You
don't
don't like
mind it.
Demon?
I haven't
Oh.
finished it. I'm gonna let it actually get some content out before I burn through
Yeah,
it all.
fair enough. I just recommended it to a friend. He's pissed off because he watched the first season. He's like, "There's not any more. Why did you recommend this to me?"
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. There's a
What-
lot of shows like that I'm just gonna wait until.
Jake, when is that movie supposed to come out?
Oh, let me do a quick Google search for you. I think it's getting pretty close to the release date.
Okay, you gotta send that to me because I gotta send that to my friend there. I recommended the show and he completely binged it. I haven't binged the show yet, but it's probably gonna get binged because I really fucking enjoy Demon Slayer and it looks beautiful and I like how it's slightly different from the usual shonen plot lines.
Yes.
Slightly, not very, slightly. No other opinions on this?
Nezuko is adorable as fuck and needs protected at all costs. That is all.
Protect.
We must protect the adorable Lolly. And
I'm
that's
assuming
it, Jelly. Just protect.
I'm fine with this.
I'm assuming Jelly didn't watch this because he didn't say
Jelly's
shit.
really cleaned up his act.
I kind of missed which anime we were talking about.
Demon Slayer.
I
Fucking
watched
busy over there with his handy. Not even
I watched
in the
Sword
podcast
Art.
anymore.
I thought it was pretty dope.
He probably muted himself while he was climaxing, so I
Oh,
thank
I
you for
realized
muting.
Oh,
something.
he
That's for the
definitely
best.
would.
Muting my microphone doesn't actually mute my microphone because it comes through my laptop.
Perfect.
'Cause
That's
So
how
I
we
think
got
that's
in this whole
about-
situation to begin
Alright.
with.
All right,
Precisely.
Joel. So the film's coming out in Japan in October, and it just has a generic 2021 release date for the states.
Cool.
God.
We'll keep that in mind. Yeah. No, I'd honestly, I'm gonna wait on recommending people Demon Slayer because I want it to have more content for them to watch through. I have spoiled myself with manga and can say the show is really good past the actual anime.
That's what Aubrey says. She's read the manga all the way through and says it's all really good all the way through and has it actually a really good ending.
Oh, it's ended? I haven't.
Yeah, it is done. Surprisingly, that's what I thought too. I was like, wait, they didn't drag this out for like 80 years.
Wow, they actually ended a show and it was good, like Naruto should have been after the pain arc.
Yeah, that would have been a good point to end at.
Yeah, no lie anymore. If like a popular show comes out, I just have like that feeling that like they're gonna drag it on at all costs just to fucking cash in on everything they can get.
Got to keep the lights on somehow, I guess.
Hey, I respect it. Doesn't mean it's right.
Hey man, are you gonna tell me that JoJo's having the amount of episodes that it does is a bad thing?
No, I am not. I still need
No.
to continue my JoJo binge. I haven't watched any more yet, Joel. But if it's anything, if you're telling the truth, and it's better than the first 2 seasons, then
Dude,
I goddamn can't wait.
so good. I love JoJo's. It's so fucking good. It might crack my top 5. Like honestly, it's so good. I fucking love it.
So good.
That's definitely in my
So
top
good.
5, easily.
It is also one of the gayest, but not gayest shows possible.
Extremely homoerotic, but that's okay. I watch it. I'm just like, man, I need to get into the gym tonight.
I'm surprised that wasn't a drawing point for me, but it just ended up kind of seeming kind of lame.
You like them femboys a bit more than those macho dudes, don't you, Jelly?
They have to be younger, Jake. They have to be younger.
No.
These guys look like grown men.
Just
You
tweet.
know.
They don't look like grown men. They look like fucking steroided gym freaks.
Steroided gym
Yeah,
freaks that are
they
grown
don't.
men.
They don't look like an underage scrawny
Okay,
kid, which
first
is
They
a
look
off-
like the
big
type
deal.
of guy that get pissed off at somebody in a bagel shop.
Nah.
Where's the bagel
Jonathan
shop?
Joestar and his father are too much of a gentleman to get pissed off over minor shit.
No, Joestar would be a dick. He's like, you cut in front of me, man. I don't appreciate that. He just fucking shoves you through a glass pane or something.
Okay, Joe Taro has definitely got that kind of delinquent thing going on that I need to figure out why he's acting like that. He's definitely not
your
a
problem.
gentleman like the original JoJo.
I relate to Jotaro. I want to do what Jotaro does. When someone talks to me and I don't want to talk to them, I just want to tell them to fuck off. But I wasn't raised that way. I wish I was.
I can relate. I can respect that.
I wish I wasn't raised to be such a pussy.
I wish you weren't raised to want to fuck furries and go to jail for 10 years for having young child porn.
I don't have that.
He doesn't have child porn. It's lolicon.
I don't
It's
have that
different.
shit either. I've been a
Nah,
good boy.
that's not what your girlfriend said.
My girlfriend can attest to the fact that I'm being a good boy.
There you go.
She just
Can't
fucking
confirm
told you
Jelly's
up
a piece of
river.
shit liar.
Jelly, I will not stand here and let you fetishize this fucking podcast. This shit ends here.
But again, FBI, just to be clear, he does not have real life child pornography. It is drawings of lollies. So do not FBI. No!
I fully support this, FBI.
I fully support QD's getting removed from Netflix. I fully support the Netflix head that show there's like a showrunner on Netflix who found he had 30,000 videos of child pornography on his computer.
Now it's a ghost town.
Well, I'm just saying that shit.
And that's when Jelly got his neighbor's stash of porn.
Lord have mercy.
Alright, since we were just wanting to bag on Jelly, why don't we talk about Durarara?
Wait, back up, real quick. I want to go back to JoJo. We all need to do a JoJo cosplay where we're different JoJos.
Okay.
I call dibs on Jonathan.
I'll be JoJo's mom.
There's no way in hell you're going to be Lisa.
Yes,
No,
I am!
God damn it.
Can we give him Chochiro's mom?
I don't know if I want him cosplaying my daughter.
Not
He can be
even in
Dio.
cosplay, it's all right.
That works.
You to be Dio, really?
That works.
You can be Dio.
It's
Yeah.
me, Dio.
Dio. Oh, Jotaro.
You don't even know Dio's most iconic thing yet because you haven't run into it. The world. That's all I'm gonna let you know.
Oh God.
All I'm saying is you have to watch it subbed because the world in dub compared to sub is garbage.
Oh, I've only been watching it sub because I'm sure the dub's great. I'm sure it's fine, but
It's
these
fantastic.
Japanese voice actors in the sub are off the rails with how they're doing it. It is great.
So good. Oh yes. I can't say enough of good things about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and how everyone should watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And if you're freaked out by it, you need to get. You're either. How do I put this? You're either scared of public sexual things, or you're super anti-gay.
That's all he's saying. That's all I'm saying. Just putting it out there. I will say though, it is also refreshing to get an anime where the dudes look like grown-ass men instead of being scrawny, average teenage boys.
Hell yeah. I can agree with that.
Are you fucking between this show and Gangsta? I mean, we could end
This
the
has
world
been a
with
macho season,
Yeah. Uber
which is totally
macho.
lacking in the anime.
Also, Jelly, you're talking while you're in the kitchen again. Please come back. I know you're trying to make a sandwich for your girlfriend, but please.
I'm starving, man.
Lay off, man. I'm starving.
I got
Alright,
a goddamn podcast to film. God fucking damn it.
Good thing we're not filming it. We wouldn't be able to fucking show the thing.
Yeah.
Jelly's got explicit material going on over there.
Exactly. All right. So, Durara, do we want to talk about this, or do you just want to say it exists and move on?
It happened.
It exists and move on. So
It all right. I like the Celtic mythology lady, the headless motorcycle driver.
She's pretty badass.
She cool. I'll watch more for her once Jelly finishes Future Diary.
Jake, you're gonna have to wait about 10 years on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say good luck. So Jake is
They don't
not
have
gonna
internet in prison, as you know.
I was about to say 10 years. That's pretty fucking ironic.
That feel when I just got more time to play Halo. Let's dab, boys.
No.
Well,
You're
Jake,
not. You have an addiction. You have like
Jake.
damn near 200
Okay, I
hours.
haven't been
in
on
it.
Halo in a week, mostly because I'm
You
waiting for
just
ODST
got
to
the
drop.
fucking achievement that you had 500 matches or missions.
You
What do
need
Missions
you have
or
to pay for
multiplayer
yourself,
matches.
Jake?
we need intervention. Jake needs help.
This is not an
Right.
intervention. I do not need one. And this is my required one time of bringing up Halo in a podcast episode. So you're welcome.
I actually
Okay.
have a sponsorship deal that I have to bring it up at least once every hour.
It's in my
Jake.
contract.
Hey Jake, make a similarity between Giganta and Halo, please.
In the Halo anime movie, they have the prototype of the Mjolnir armor, where it's actually just a mech that normal dudes could get in and operate, but they didn't end up going with it for some reason, which is similar to Gigantia because there is a lot of mechs in that anime, even though they end up only being 2 by the end.
Oh, so you've
That-
actually watched to the ending.
Yes,
It's awful.
it is. Oh yeah, so you watched the last little arc?
Yes.
Yeah, it's trash. Like
Yeah.
with all the plot twists before that, are a lot more interesting, but then it ends on like the weakest fucking arc in the
You're
show.
just talking about Gargantua, right?
Yeah.
Not Gigantica, which is not even a show that we watched.
I'm sorry, dog. I don't even. I wrote this list when I was like going to sleep at like 2
Tomato,
a.m.
tomato.
I'm just shitting on. I'm just.
Yeah, it's okay. You can Cleveland steamer on your own chest.
He'd like it. We have to find something different.
Oh yeah, I was hoping Gigantic, yeah, whatever the fuck it's called.
Gargantia.
There's something about that phrasing that's just not working for me.
The Space Squid anime.
That anime, the first episodes are actually really cool, and I like the concept, and then they just don't really build on anything, and then they just fucking exit stage left into some random plot twist bullshit, and I was like, this is getting pretty weird, and then it just keeps doing that until it's garbage.
See, I liked the plot twist they had with the origins of the space squids and the war.
Yeah,
but after
that
that,
was-
they don't do anything with the twists, and they just go into like what you said, like a just bullshit B plot arc. And it's like, oh,
Also, for some reason, he's hiding his mech AI at the end of the fucking show, and I'm just like, dog, they all fucking.
Chamber is one of the best parts.
Chamber
I don't know why
really
they
is.
shelve him.
And also, it's not like they don't know that Chamber is a thing. Like, he's a fucking AI. Just let him. He should just be there at the
I
end
don't
of the
know.
fucking show.
I don't know, man. It's a really weak end to an otherwise decently solid anime. I feel like.
I don't know. Once you get past episode 8, I don't know if I'd call it good anymore.
No, that's I'd agree with that actually, because at that point they'd done the twists and then they just shit the bed after that.
Mm-hmm. How to train wreck an anime 101.
Pretty much.
I hate to see it.
Otherwise, the first 8 episodes I thought were a lot of fun to go through. I enjoyed the characters, enjoyed the plot. I enjoyed how it like set itself up like it's gonna be some epic space battle anime, and then it's like, LOL, nope, you're just on flooded Earth.
Joke's on you.
Speaking of what seemed to get a train wreck of a reception compared to what I was expecting in this Food Wars.
Man,
I
honestly,
mean-
this is another one of those things where just humor is just really subjective, and it just did not land with me. I
just don't get
appreciate
how
it,
you
but it wasn't
like
for
food-
me.
You like Keijo, but you don't like Food Wars. It's like they're the same.
know,
They're
that
very
shit's
similar.
Thank you, Jelly.
That
I'm not
shit is
saying you're
bizarre.
wrong. I'm just saying something about the delivery it just didn't do it for me.
One thing I've learned about Jake and humor, it's all about the delivery. It's been referenced 4 times already.
You think he's a stand-up comedian by how much he talks about delivery.
Yeah, he's
Or UPS driver, one of the two.
Hey, it's not about delivery sometimes. It's okay to get DiGiorno.
you didn't even say the fucking name right.
DiGiorno! That's the name! DiGiorno!
DiGiorno's!
DiGiorno!
DiGiorno.
Yeah, and I felt bad about mispronouncing anime name.
God damn it.
Listen, I'm not Italian. We'll get Brendan in here starting next season. He's
not Italian either.
He's married into an Italian family, so he'll know how to pronounce DiGiorno.
Jake!
Jake!
So we're talking about what someone is. I don't think you have any right to talk.
Hey, Excuse you, with my update, I don't know if you're in the know, but I am pretty much Scottish now. So
What percentage is that?
That is not Aboriginal.
What? No, hold on. What percentage?
I am 20% Scottish, which mixed with everything else is probably my predominant genome.
So what's the rest?
It's like 2% Swedish, 3% Norwegian, 13% Germanic, and then they have 58% that's like they don't know what the fuck it is. It's like English, French, Belgium, Dutch, Luxembourg, and more Scottish is also folded into that.
You're a mutt.
European.
So I'm going with Scottish. You
Not
can't tell me.
Scottish.
I'm
Not
I'm
Scottish.
1/5 Scottish, Austin. You can never take that away from me.
You know what? You're right, because you were saying you're like a 16th native and you were going for the fucking casino license.
I have a friend who does that. He's like 160.
So I guess this really is right up your alley.
Hey,
Like,
I'm
Jake
just
is
saying we've
Eastern
been
white
proved.
trash. They're good at lying.
Hey, if white trash was good at lying, they wouldn't be living in the slums.
I said Eastern white trash. Europe.
There's a
If you
difference.
didn't catch
Okay.
the drift.
I did not catch the Eastern white trash part. So you're talking about them slobs?
You know what? Let's move on.
Speaking of
Yeah, you do not want to get into this fight.
Dragon Maid, how was that show? That was a show.
Listen, if I want to talk about Europe, because then Germany might come up, and we all know what happens when Germany comes up.
Listen, all I'm saying is there's no reason for them to pay for World War One.
All right. To get Jake talking about something else, let's talk about Dragon Maid. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
I also another one of my favorites. I definitely love. This is a nice, cute anime to come home to and watch. It's got dragons, got hot girls, got cute girls. I don't see what there's not to like about it.
It's got both hot and cute girls. That's how you know it's a good show.
Indeed. And
You
no,
draw the
Joey,
line
you cannot
between-
fuck the dragon lolly.
But why not? She's old as hell.
She is a child,
It's in the Wikipedia, Jake.
but she is mentally a child.
And so am I. It's okay.
Whatever
Oh
helps
my
to sleep
God.
at night.
I love how Jelly literally like bases his love life off of like technicalities.
Technically, she's 1,000 years old. But Jelly, in their lifespan, that's like 4,000 years old. It stands up in the courts.
Just because it passes the law doesn't mean it's right.
Me and my Kobayashi Dragon Maid body pillow could do what we want, okay?
Do you have a body pillow of that?
Yeah, I want to know this now.
I don't have a body pillow of any fucking thing. I just have a
Fucking
regular-
lame. Why did you make the joke then?
This is weak. There is no sauce to back
Weak.
up the
It's
statement.
unreal. The deception is unreal.
I was expecting better, Jelly. This hurts.
I'm
Okay,
sorry
real talk,
about that
though.
actual full-blown weeb and own a fucking body pillow of a cartoon character.
So real talk, who's
Who's
going to be the
this?
first one out of us to get a body pillow then?
Jake, doesn't your girlfriend already have one?
She doesn't have the
Yes.
body pillow yet.
Yeah.
Did the one from Gangsta not show up yet? Of Nicholas?
I can't remember. Wait, why are we waiting on the Nicholas body pillow?
Babe, where's it at? Did you not order?
It got delivered. Jake just hasn't seen it yet.
So they're just like, it got ordered, but Jake hasn't seen it around.
Yeah, Aubrey mysteriously keeps leaving the house with a duffel bag with something stuffed in it. Who knows?
No, she does keep going to bed like hours before me.
And I respect your privacy, so I don't peek in there. But I'm afraid if I do,
And I'm too busy, mining and crafting with the boys, so.
You're not mining and crafting. You're fucking playing Halo.
Damn it, you can
Not
back me up
anymore,
on
you
this
son.
statement.
God damn, what do we have left? It's been an aggressive couple of like 10 minutes.
Dragon Maid, what is everyone else's thoughts? I love this. I want to know what
Good.
you guys think.
Mediocre.
It's
Next.
not up my alley, so it's probably not gonna get finished.
Damn it,
It's
why do you not
a-
like cute things?
Because I'm dead inside? I don't know.
Damn, we didn't have to
Like,
get so
what
real
do
so
you want?
fast.
I don't know how to explain it.
Oh.
That is
yeah.
a valid answer, but I was not expecting to get so deep.
Let's go with the oldest show on the list, Trigun. Fucking
Hell yeah.
cool.
The $60 billion double dollar man.
So what's the difference between $1 and a double dollar?
It's $2.
So in like our money, it's 120 billion.
You know what? I'm gonna
Yeah, how much is that bounty actually worth?
Google.
right now.
I mean, I'm assuming it's 120 billion regular dollars if it's 60 billion double dollars.
But is
man,
it spelled
they did the
double
whole
dollar? Because I
fucking thing.
watched the sub. Is it
Oh
spelled
my god,
double,
they
or is it
actually go through
spelled
it.
weird?
Oh shit, do they?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, in one episode, he buys a bag of donuts, about 10 to 15 of them, and pays $30. The average donut costs $1.2. If you round it up to 10 donuts, it's $12. If you round to 15, it's 18. You can safely say that one double dollar is approximately equal to 50 cents.
Damn, they got some
love-
ridiculous
I love
inflation
the
going
internet
on.
so
Shocking.
much.
which, whether on purpose or by total lucky mistake by the author of Trigun, makes a lot of sense in a weird reverse way.
Oh,
So he's worth $30 billion. Thank you, Justine Schultz on Stack Exchange.
So
That's
I
exactly
found
what I
that's
the
where you found it? Holy shit, I love the internet.
I'm on the same website right now.
Joel. We need to make this podcast episode the $30 billion episode.
Please remind me of that, because I will.
Oh my god. No, Trigun's fantastic. I love like the duality of Vash, where he's either like completely comical or completely serious, and how the art style changes like depending on who he is.
Yes.
Yes.
And the characterization's fantastic.
I was surprisingly enjoying his ditzy moments, which is usually hard to pull off when you're
Same.
trying to play a badass character. So
My
And
He just
favorite
does it
moment
so
from the
well.
entire
I love
show.
the insurance girls that trail him the whole time.
Yes.
yep.
They're good. But my favorite moment of the show is still when he consumes an entire stack of pancakes in one sound effect. Just boom.
That's what makes him worth the
That's
60. You can't have a
really-
weapon like that roaming the street.
We got a pancake shortage in months.
I'm just
He's
saying,
eight-
talk about stacks exchange, am I right?
Oh my god. I have heard it all.
That's
The
it,
most-
Jelly. I'm bringing it up. I'm reminding everyone right now that next season is going to open with you doing not one, not two, but 3 reviews of Cory in the House.
You gotta pay your dues.
I know. No, Jake. I you know what? Double it.
6.
6.
Double it.
12?
Double it.
He's watching the whole season.
Watching the entire series.
Oh my god.
Oh,
What
no,
a
I'm kidding.
And yet
What a
this man
maniac.
can't finish some of the animes that he thought were good.
Okay, so what you're saying is we might have an end between season episode where we just talk about Cory in the House.
I'm not confirming this, but if you guys make it happen, I'll post it.
Jelly, it's going to be up to you
Whatever.
watching Cory in the
I put
House.
myself into a depression sooner than do that.
Well, you
That
just
show
said you're going to
is so
watch 24
mediocre.
episodes of Cory in the House.
That's fine. The show is extremely bland, though, so I'm gonna be drunk.
Yeah,
as hell.
most of them were.
It is
So
really
why do
bland.
people remember it so fondly? Just because it existed as they were kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been memed.
Nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
I mean,
Really?
it is my number one anime pick, but I mean,
Oh,
That's the meme I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about right now.
exactly. I'm with it. I know what the kids are into.
Oh no, of course you do.
Yeah.
See, what's
Well,
funny is I know I don't hate you guys because I knew as soon as I said that, I'm like,
I could just imagine like you just hear in the background like, "Can you go pick me up the new season?"
Oh,
He's
boy.
totally in line with the kids these days.
Very
Yeah,
right.
your dungeon.
Well, if you know what the kids like, then why don't you explain to us from a new world?
Well,
Yeah, this is not gonna end well.
yeah, I haven't even watched the show.
What?
I haven't watched it since I recommended it because I'm a
But
piece
you
of
watched it.
Wait. When
I
was
just
the
watched
last
it.
time
I
you
just put it-
watched this show?
When was the last time I watched this show?
Yes.
Let's see. I would have been a sophomore in high school.
You haven't watched
2013,
this
2014.
since like 2010.
No, it's been 7. It's been about 6-7 years, Jake.
A sophomore in
Man,
high
I'm-
school is when I would have been a junior in high school.
You would have been a senior in high school, Jake. We were 2 years apart.
2 years apart.
Yeah.
So
Been around
2012
apart.
at best.
See, if I want to get into some personal details,
Anyway, Jelly, how is the show?
you say how would I review it?
How was the show?
It was okay. I didn't think it was. I thought it had an intriguing plot point. The characters were kind of bland, but I think the plot is interesting, and I like the setting of like everyone having powers and being forced to have powers, or they're going to be erased.
Yeah, because it's totally going to happen in the future because society's just going to take over and fucking put restrictions on everyone. Yeah.
Society.
God,
I mean, everyone
can we
means
just point
but
out,
it's not
though?
wrong.
Can we just point out, though, another Jelly recommendation that starts with young children in school?
I'm starting to see a trend, and I'm not liking it one bit.
If fucking every other show starts off with kids, why can't my shows?
Because we've memed you into being a lolicon.
Because Jelly 10 years Kelly.
I memed myself into being a lolicon.
Well, that's because you have lollies on your FAP folder.
Jake, I'm a man of decency. I don't have a fat folder. I just put it. I just
Bullshit!
put it in pictures for all to see.
And you
Oh
don't
my.
sort it for when you can look at them later?
No, you go for the hunt and pick.
You go through your entire camera roll.
Yep.
Man, he must be beaten out for a long time.
Bruh.
Yeah.
He's working on his endurance skill. He's going for the Guinness World Record.
And people say, I beat it weird.
And then I just gotta keep pushing on through, you know.
No.
No.
God damn it. We're off topic again.
This whole episode is off topic.
Let's
we
be
are
real.
Brendan to really hone us in because as we all know, Brendan really brings us into the meat and gritty of the conversation.
If Brendan was here, we'd go on a tirade. There'd be like at least one tirade, probably a backstory, and it would easily take 10 to 15 minutes.
And
There'd be a tirade on why Star Blazers is not Star Trek.
Yeah,
and how
I mean,
Jake did not watch it, and Jake should go kill himself. And
I did watch it, and spoiler alert, it wasn't that good.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with this because I already said my piece.
Okay, Initial D!
No, we need to talk
Yeah,
more about
all
From the New World. It was alright. That's all I got to say.
Wow, and that's it. Yeah, that's,
Yeah,
I like
it's
the
a
animation.
lot more to say on the subject. It was good.
I like the animation of it.
no, is I.
Yeah, I didn't vibe with it, but yeah,
That's fine.
Say it.
I'm not gonna lie. It was honestly like that whole last one had so many good shows in it that it was not a bad show. It was a victim of circumstance.
It was
you not
that
being
week
there.
by far was the best week of any anime that we had. It was just it was stacked up against so many other good anime, which was surprising.
It was unfortunately the most alright.
I should have gone for something really polarizing and done like Angel Beats, which would have maybe sunk you guys into the emotion.
Are you telling me that Charge Man Ken
You
was
had
not
a good
polarizing?
recommendation. We're complimenting you on it. Please shut the fuck up.
Just enjoy it, okay?
Remember, Jelly, just say lawyer.
Okay, moving on.
Anyway, Initial D, because one of the last two we have. Driving anime that has two rotary engines. I'm already hard.
Yeah, you can't even talk.
Car go
rotary
fast.
got my boy shook.
I'm currently looking up Japanese rotary engines on the internet.
Yeah,
so
you don't need it.
I will
need
say
it.
the car CGI has aged like dog shit, but it was an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, it's also the first season looks like dog shit compared to the rest of the series. I'm on stage 4, so I'm on the 4th season.
Yes.
I really like the show. It's about cars, so no one else gets it except for Dimit.
Hey,
At what point does the show play running in the 90s?
It plays it a bunch of times.
That was the very first thing I heard about the show. Is that I think it was like a
Eurobeat?
Lego
Yeah.
video. With
How it revolutionized Eurobeat? Yes.
I knew, like I said, I knew Eurobeat before I knew this show.
But this show and Eurobeat are
This
fantastic.
show.
Austin's a music connoisseur.
No, long story short, YouTubers use it a lot, so
They do.
Yep.
everyone uses it a lot. So
Fair enough.
but yes,
Yeah,
I am a
anyone has
connoisseur.
to show other than it's a car show and the first season looks like ass. Unless you're into cars, don't watch the show.
Yeah, I'm not
If
really
you're
into cars, and I enjoy
If you're if you're into cars and into Japanese like street racing, then watch the fucking show because it's like the only good racing anime that exists.
Hey, you're forgetting about Speed Racer.
I will kick your fucking
He's
teeth.
like, I was not forgetting about Speed Racer.
Yeah, I was not. You're absolutely correct. All right, well, we got one more anime to talk
And what
about.
a better
and
way to
it's a
go
gem.
out than fucking
then-
fan service out the ass with Lord Marksman.
You know what? It doesn't get that fan service past the first few episodes.
So you tell me there's a
I ain't
chance.
even lying. I ain't even lying. It just baits you in to watch the rest of the series, and it doesn't even fan service that hard.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
But
I've watched
aside
the
from
whole
the fan service, I did enjoy Lord Marksman.
It turns into a potentially much more strategic and battle oriented thing, except for the fact that they just win everything.
Yeah, they're kind of OP.
Yeah, so
It's not fair.
So it's like the Food Wars of fantasy battles.
I will fucking slit your throat.
I didn't know this was a hill you were gonna die on. Christ.
Neither did I.
Wow. Of all the things.
I was expecting a reaction, but not that hostile, that fast.
Don't you dare talk about Food Wars. Fucking
Alrighty then.
So we're gonna talk about how the guy walks into her bathing naked, and he's still oblivious that she likes him.
I mean, I
think we
kind of
know.
figured the "I want you" that was said. Literally, I think the next frame would have been enough. But man, this guy is
Yeah, the I want you now turn around and open your eyes or something
he's
like that.
dense.
He is I don't think
Very
he
dense.
knows how to interact with women. So until they're fucking, I don't think he knows that she likes him.
Yeah, probably.
So is he the guy from the room, like that one friend of his? He just doesn't.
Jelly, stop talking in the kitchen.
I'm right here next to my computer. Isn't that? Hold on. Oh my god.
No, I will not let you troubleshoot this shit.
I have been troubleshooting for half of this. I think I just realized something really fucking stupid.
Oh no, it's using your goddamn computer, Mike,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow. It's like you should have checked that before we started. And when we said it was too quiet,
Jesus
you should have
Christ.
probably checked it.
What a
And the
fucking
fact that you said it's coming through my computer, you probably should have noticed it.
So Jelly really has been just on the other side of the fucking room, just
This whole time.
fucking off and not doing anything.
I was. Okay, so I'm about 5 feet away from my laptop, and then I
Talking to
occasionally in the room.
talking to us like a fucking we're therapists or something. Jelly
Oh,
just
boy.
laying on the couch, like, yeah, they don't understand my shows. They don't understand the dicks.
They don't understand my taste.
They say good things about Lord Marksman and then they just
But they
shit on
don't like
everything
mine.
else.
Oh god damn.
It's okay. It's okay, honey. I'm here for you. Proceeds to give a hand job on air.
Oh,
Thanks, babe.
Jeez.
Eat sandwich.
Would
at
it
the
be?
same
Would it
time.
surprise you though to say that she wasn't actually doing anything sexual with me? Just
I don't
sounds
believe you
like
at this
I
point.
just don't believe you.
You can't
Well,
backpedal this.
now next season I am gonna do it, and you guys won't know.
please don't.
There might be webcams next season, so I'm gonna have to veto that.
Well, that webcam's be facing the fucking ceiling. I'll tell you that.
You just see it, just see like he tilts the screen back.
Really slowly.
Oh my god. Well, is that it? I mean,
Yeah, we're through
God
everything.
damn, what a first
So,
go.
what kind of votes are we going to vote for anything to end this on? Are we going to do anything big?
Who do you think had the best overall selection?
Brendan.
Do I have to run through it and remind everyone? Or
No,
should
the
we
list
say-
is right there in the live chat.
If we go by like who
Well, if we
won,
can't vote
then
for
Brendan.
ourselves, I'm going to vote for Austin.
We can't. Let me take a look here. I gotta go, Brendan.
I think I enjoyed Austin's picks the most this season.
So one Brendan, one.
I got one for Brendan.
It was very like torn because I like. Man, this is a fucking tough one. You got everyone's got like one show that I decently enjoyed, but Brendan's got two because it's got Star Blazers, Vinland Saga. Well, he's got three actually.
God,
B-stars.
everyone dying on that Star Blazers hill.
It's fucking Space Yamato, Jake. Does it surprise you that much?
Fucking good.
I thought
You
a
know
man
what?
of your culture would understand this.
I
You know
do
what?
enjoy the spaceship, but it couldn't save the show.
I got a left field pick for you guys. I'm gonna vote Jelly as the best picks because he gave us the most content to bitch about.
You really have
That's a
provided
good
a service
off-the-wall pick.
no one would willingly do, but you somehow managed to do.
I
I'm
don't
glad I
think
got
he
the
willingly
answer.
tried to do it. I think it was accidental.
I'll put it this way: you could have gotten away if From a New World was your first pick. This all could have been avoided.
Yep.
It could have altered the entire direction.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine if he
No.
started with From a New World and then Ghost Stories?
Oh man, that would have been a fire first two episodes from him.
Yeah, like oh man,
I prefer the
Like
route
that.
gone down. I take the road less traveled by.
That,
Even if
the,
it's
the,
less
the
traveled
point of
for
that
a reason.
poem is you don't take
So
that.
it's
I know
confirmed
the
that
point
he
of
goes
Bob
to the
takes
mountain.
misrepresented. He chose the path that everyone chose because he was lame. And then he regretted it and he went to war later. I know the story.
No, the poem is he chose the road less traveled, and he wished he picked the one that everyone took. The harder path ended up not paying off.
I was
Damn, you hate to see it. You
I'm
really
pretty sure he didn't take that. Are you sure he did not take the actual path that
He
everyone else
took
took?
the one that he took the road less traveled. It's the name of the poem.
Oh boy.
Jelly.
All right.
Look it up.
Fuck up! I'm an English major, you fuckhead!
Then what have you done with it?
Holy shit.
Oh, smart notes. The
All
road
right.
less traveled.
You got pulled up, or can we end this shit?
Just end the shit. I'm always, as per usual, I'm majority wrong.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to the last season episode of the Handsome Jacks podcast. We will be back with the next season, but we'll be taking a break on the next upload, so there will be a month break between episodes. And then we're probably going to be changing up how we're going to be doing each episode. So listen to the next episode in a month for the breakdowns of how the next season will play out. And as we said earlier in the show, we're now available on Apple Podcasts, including everything else. So we're literally available on everything but Pandora because me and Brendan exist and we don't make any.
Nothing of value is lost.
Wait a minute.
Exactly.
So did Brendan win this week again?
Yes.
No, he can't win. He ghosted.
Well, he won. So
Oh,
suck
this is
it. I'm gonna
bullshit.
pause.
No.